So here's a quick little video on the topic of digestion, and more specifically transit time. And what I mean by transit time is essentially the time it takes for the food you eat to be excreted. So basically it's the time for your food to be eaten, going through your system, and then until you poop it out. Why is it important? Well, essentially we want the food that we eat to nourish our bodies, and our bodies to be able to digest it, uptake the nutrients, but then get rid of it before it starts decaying. When food starts decaying, it produces toxins. You want to eat foods that go quickly through your body and then out. How do you do that? Well, you avoid, for example, things like very dry foods. Most cooked foods are quite dry because when we cook them, we dehydrate them, right? So you want to eat water-rich foods like fruits and vegetables. When there's lots of water in the food, it can move through the system more easily. Cool. All right. Another thing is fiber. Fiber is very important because fiber is the bulk that keeps the food together and keeps it moving through the system. Remember, in animal foods there's no fiber whatsoever. Meat has no fiber. So meat is one of the most difficult things to digest and most difficult things to keep moving. So it will constipate you real bad. And that's why meat eaters all stink. I'm not saying they're bad people, I'm just saying they stink because they have a rotting carcass in their intestines. I mean, if you have a rotting animal decaying inside you, it's going to produce a lot of toxic byproducts, and that's going to stink essentially. Personally, I noticed that when I have optimal digestion, it usually takes between 12 and 18 hours for the food to pass through my system and come out the other end clean. I mean, it doesn't smell like flowers, but it doesn't stink. It's easy, effortless, cool. But if I eat less than optimal foods, I can notice I start getting constipated, and essentially my poop starts stinking. It's just because it's been in my system for too long. Think about it. If you leave something in a moist, humid environment, like our digestive tract, it's going to start putrefying, fermenting, and all those things quite quickly. So you want to eat water-rich foods, you want to eat fiber-rich foods, plant foods essentially, fruits and vegetables. They're the best for digestion. And there's a couple of other things you want to look into too, which is fat. Fat digests slower than other foods. So if you eat too much fat, it's essentially going to make your digestion a little bit sluggish. So you want to keep your fat intake fairly low, maybe around 10% of total calories, maybe 15. You find your own, whatever works best for you. But personally, I've seen that as the fat intakes goes above 15%, it starts affecting the digestion, making it a little bit slower and not so good. So essentially what you want to do is to eat in simple combination. Mono meals of fruit is the best. But if you're going to combine, pay attention to the food combining guidelines and essentially just eat simple. Eat simple plant foods. Fruits, tender vegetables, nuts and seeds in moderation. No problem. It's very easy to have good digestion if we just pay attention to our bodies, how they work, and realize that we are frugivores, not carnivores. We shouldn't eat meat. We're not able to digest it properly. It's constipated us. No, we need water-rich, juicy, sweet, nutritious, tropical fruits. I love having good digestion. It's like I wake up in the morning, I eat breakfast. Maybe like today I had lots of papaya for breakfast, and then I feel a bowel movement coming on. I go to the toilet. No problem, quick, easy, effortless, no smell, just smells like papaya basically. And no problem. I mean, it's not the papaya I ate for breakfast coming out, it's the papaya from the day before, obviously. But it's easy. And I remember back in the day when I was eating conventional, how going to the toilet was like a huge ordeal. I mean, I was sitting there for like half an hour sometimes. It's no fun. So good digestion is a very important part of good health. And also it's important to be able to uptake all the nutrients. If your digestive system is struggling with this constipation and toxic rotting foods, it's gonna affect your ability to uptake all the nutrients you need. So a clean digestive system means better assimilation of nutrients, essentially. So it's important. All right, thanks for watching. If you are interested in raw foods or health and you want to have some personal advice, you could go to my website, and there I offer coaching via Skype. And you could subscribe to the videos if you like to watch them, and give it a thumbs up if you like this one. And of course you could put comments down below if you have any questions. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video.